Hey y'all, hey. This is Black Blondie here. Again, I'm here with another wonderful review, recap, everything, my thoughts of the latest episode of Love Island USA, Season 7, Episode 19. Okay, new bombshells, new rules, no loyalty. Casa Amora. Casa Amora. Casa Amora. I know, it's kind of old. Casa Amora. I just wanted to do that. Okay, so it starts out. Um, don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. Um, your girl is working hard. Your girl is trying to get it all together. I've been doing this thing since 2022. It first started with my cancer journey, and then now I'm doing reality TV reviews. So check me out. So first, episode 19. Everybody's talking about the elimination fallout. They're reflecting on why the girls are reflecting on why they chose Hannah, and the boys are talking about why they sent Jeremiah home. Well, really, the boys didn't care. Those mean boys did not care. They wanted to send Jeremiah home, especially Ace, because Ace thought that Jeremiah he was jealous of him because he's more attractive than him. He's nice, he's tall, he is more attractive than him. Wait until he sees the guys that are at Casa Amora with, especially the guy that's with Shelly. Okay, we're gonna get more into that. But I had to say that's why they picked Jeremiah. Hannah, the girls really never gave me a good feeling on why they chose Hannah. And I'm thinking that the producers told them to choose Hannah. This is just my opinion. I'm thinking the producers told them to choose Hannah. But I don't get a good feeling that it wasn't logical to choose her. They should have said, "Oh, girl, home." Like I said on my other video. What's old girl name? See, I can't even remember her name. Amaya. They should have sent Amaya home. So they reflect on the shocking decisions. That's what it starts off. Ciara and Nick had a heart to heart. And I'm just like, oh, they talk about trust, and then Nick says that he wants to commit to her, but just not right now. He gives her that sorry excuse why he doesn't want to commit to her, not knowing that Casa Amora is on the way, not knowing that he is just, giving her a little nibble. What is he? He's like what do they call that thing? What people do where they just lead you on? They keep on leading you on. Y'all know, say it in the comments. Somebody say it in the comments. So he's leading Sierra on. Okay, so eight admits that he feels like Amaya should have went home. Ace, he wants to be in control of everything. He reminds me of my old coworker. Hopefully he's not listening to this. Hopefully he never listens to it because he knows who he is. Cause I like he caught me one time talking mess about him behind his back. He caught me talking about mess behind his back to somebody else because he always wanted to control everything. He was a Scorpion, and I mean it was attractive, but it was just like I was older than him, and he was just trying to always tell us what to do, and he just always had to make sure everything was in control, and so that made him look like more of a leader anyway, and he ended up making rank faster than me. Oh, did I tell y'all that? Oh my goodness. Oops, I didn't mean to say that. But he ended up getting a better promotion than me. Okay. And I had been there for a while. But I mean, he was attractive. He was an attractive guy, but he was just always trying to tell us what to do. But that's what Ace reminds me of him. Like, and all the guys would stand behind that guy too. my old coworker. They would stand behind him, and that's who Ace remind me of him. Like he remind me of that guy. um they were very like he was very attractive, but he that really turned me off about him. It was just like and they would all follow what he did, and like they were all like it was just I just didn't like that. I liked that guy. Like it was like a love hate relationship. Like I respected him and what he was trying to do, but at the same time I feel like I had worked hard enough and then I deserved to be there too. But I deserved that promotion too. But that was just my opinion, side note. But during the blindfold kissing challenge, the girls go to Casa Amora and they're all excited and they're just like, okay, okay, and they're just like all hyped up and stuff. And then the guys they go to they get blindfolded and they put on these soundproof earphones, and the five girls come in and they are beautiful. um that's that makes it official that Casa Amora officially kicked off once they started kissing. And this season, I like the twist, okay? Because they made them recouple as soon as they met each other. They had to recouple up. So that is a huge, like, it's going to be a huge challenge for some of them, especially the ones like Orlandria and Taylor and Shelly and Ace, that dynamics. I don't know how that's gonna quite work out because I feel like they wasn't that strong, but I could be wrong. They could tough it out, but I don't know. But Sierra and Nick, I definitely don't think that they're going to end up together. Nick has a wandering eye. I just don't believe Nick. Nick is full of it. I do not believe Nick, and I do not really care for his game strategy and the things that he's doing to Sierra, but Sierra gave it up to him, so it is what it is. That's why I stand on business with the waiting until, you get the ring on your finger, waiting until you get married to give up the cookie, because baby, these men have you out here looking crazy, so just, if I was you, I would say to my younger self, you better wait until, if I could do it all over again, I would have waited until I met the right guy and was on the way, married. I would have waited to marriage because it's just not worth it. They got all kind of stuff going around in these streets. But anyway, back to that. The girls depart to the other villa, from the main villa to the Castlemore villa. And then the guys do the blindfold contest. Taylor ends up picking Coco. Austin ends up choosing Jade. Jade has pretty eyes, by the way. I think her eyes are just like a cartoon character eyes. They're like so like electrifying. Ace pairs with Vanna. I don't know why he picked her, but that's just my opinion. Nick goes with Clark by default. He goes with her because she really wanted to be with Taylor. So, and Pepe couples up with Grace, his typical type, blonde hair, blue eyes. That's his type. Pepe, I guess Pepe just sticks to his type. He's not like really he doesn't really venture out of his type. He has a physical type and he sticks to it. I'm more of a personality type, but like Olandria, I'm more like her. But Pepe, he has a type and he sticks to it. TJ is left single. TJ is very, 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 very picky. TJ was criticizing them girls when they was blindfold kissing him. He was very, 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 very critical. So that's why he was alone, vulnerable to be eliminated. Do I think that he might be eliminated? I think somebody will end up picking him. One of the girls, he'll woo one of them. And he'll end up picking them. Somebody else might go home. Maybe Austin might go home. That's what I feel like. Austin might go home. So meanwhile, the girls they're at Casa Mora. Ooh, the guys are tall. So my who y'all already know, y'all should know. I like guys that are from overseas. Like I like what was it, the English accent. So, Zach with a, is it H? With the H? I'm so attracted to him. Like, he is so fine to me, okay? And then they have Chris, and then they have the other Zach with the C. They have Elan, they have JD, and they have Brian. They're all big, tall glasses of water. I like tall guys. They're all tall. They're all fine. But I just have a thing for Zach. I always wanted to date like a guy like that. If y'all watch this episode, y'all know what I'm talking about. I always wanted to date a guy like that. I just where I live at, they just don't date girls like black girls like me. They just don't date us. Let me just be honest. Where I live at, but I'm like over there, they're more open. I feel like to dating over like in the UK, they're more open to dating. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Are they more open to do the races? Do they mix more over there? Because I guess in the South, because I'm in the South, maybe they don't. I don't know. I've never been approached. I've never even saw anybody that I would think that's his nationality that was attractive. So I don't know where I'm at. I told you I'm in the deep south, so it's different here. But I just had to say he is fine. Okay, I just had to let y'all know that. Okay, so they do the kissing game and they speed up, and then they get to know each other. The parents in which Shelly selected Chris. Chris is very handsome, by the way. He's my usual type. Orlandrio ends up with Zach with the H, the one that I think is very attractive. I love his accent. Ciara ends up with Elan. Huda ends up with JD, and Iris ends up with Zach, and Andriana ends up with Brian. Amaya is left single again. I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's Amaya's issue. I don't know if the guys just see her desperate like energy, and people always talk about that. Like guys can tell when girls are really desperate, and it's kind of like a turn off. Um, I think now I know what the guys are talking about when they say that. Like when I hear people on dating channels talking about like, oh yeah, guys don't like when girls seem really desperate. Now I can see that. And Huda, she actually turned that off. She turned her desperate energy off, which is a good thing because they have that stereotype about single moms that single moms are, desperate. I'm a single mom, I'm not desperate. But I do know other single moms that do give off that energy. Um to the point where they'll stay in a position that is not serving them, no longer serving them. I've seen that with my own eyes. I don't say anything. I kind of keep my opinion to myself, but there are others who are like that. But for me, y'all know that the journey that I'm on, I'm not desperate because if I was, I wouldn't be on this journey. I'm on this journey because I'm on a journey that God has for me, and this is the journey I feel like I should have chose from the beginning. And like I said, if I could go back in time, I would have did it the right, not the right way. I would have tried to do it the way that I was always raised to, how I was trained and raised to do it, which is like be married, and then have kids. I would have did it that way. So for other people that I know that are single moms, they didn't never have that mindset in their head. But I always had that. But I just made one wrong decision, and it led me here. And it sucks sometimes, but I just have to just suck it up and just say, it's here. Like I'm blessed, and it is what it is. But like for sure, I'm so happy for her that she just eliminated that desperate energy. But Amaya has to work on that, and so Amaya kisses Zach, the one with the H. She kisses him, and I'm like, girl, go ahead, kiss him. Kiss him. And I'm like, girl, maybe that'll make him choose you in the end, because you know he's with Orlandria, and Orlandria is fiending over Taylor. And I'm like, for what? For what? I just don't like Taylor. I don't know how to explain it, y'all. I just don't like him. Like, he bores me. And maybe because I don't like country guys. Like, I don't like country guys. I like city guys. I like retired city boys because I'm a retired city girl. Before they came out with the city girls, me and my best friend was city girls. Okay, we was having fun. Okay, so and I wish I would have just cut off the city girl at the 25 mark. I would have just cut it off, but I didn't cut it off until my baby got here. And that's when I said, "Oh, no more city girl, retired for life." So, but yeah, so I just don't like Taylor, and I'm just like, why is you feeding over him? And Shelly, she hasn't said anything about Ace on this episode. I'm like. She says that guy is her type, I think. What is his name? Chris is her type. I think he is very attractive. He's got a good, career. Um, Ace has he's a dancer. Dancers, I don't know. If I was Shelly, I would pick Chris. I would ditch Ace. Ace is tricky. I don't trust Ace. Ace is wayly overconfident, but also it comes off as insecure. Um, I feel like he's a little short man. He has the short man syndrome. My coworker, he wasn't short. I mean, yeah, he wasn't tall. Yeah, he was short for a man. Yeah, he was short for a man. My coworker, the one I was saying about it. I be coming up. I be having little story times within this Love Island little season, because I'm like, people just be reminding me of people from my past. So I just have to say something to y'all to keep it like interesting. So anyway, Amaya, she faces getting dumped, because if she doesn't make a connection with anybody, she is going to be out of here. And so is what's the boy name? He's not even memorable. And he thought he was just all that. What is his name? TJ. And then he gonna say to that girl, this is what made me laugh, y'all. He said that sometimes people say that he reminds them of Justin Timberlake, and I thought that was the corniest thing that he was trying to oppress Vanna, so he said that, and I thought that was just the corniest thing ever. He was like, you know how they mix the T and the J, and she just giggled because it was corny. But I'm just like, he's trying to put out all the stops to get someone to go. Maybe Vanna might pick him. Ace might be off the show. I don't know what y'all think. Who y'all think going to be eliminated? Ace might just get the kicking and the curve. He might just be off the show, or Landria might just be off the show. I do not know. I think the producers have some hand in picking these exits. According to Reddit and Facebook and Instagram, that's what they think, that the producers have some input in there. I don't know. I never worked in production, but I know I've watched enough reality TV, and I know that the producers do have some say so. They should have some say so too. They want what sells. They want a good show, so they'll keep the people on the show that gives a good show. Alandra is kind of boring to me too. Um, but she's boring because she is very traditional with the personality, like getting to know somebody for their personality, which is true. So she's genuinely there, and so that's a good thing too. You don't want somebody that's not genuinely there to find love. And I feel like some of them, like Ace and Taylor, they're not genuinely there to find love. Even Nick gives me question marks sometimes. Pepe, I feel like he's genuinely there to find love. Um, Austin, I don't know about Austin either. Who's the other guy? TJ. TJ, I think he's there for, to get his looks and get his brand up. I don't know about TJ either. So it's just, well, he probably is there because he told Hutter that he didn't like her like that. So that means that he's probably genuinely there to meet someone. So we'll see. I mean, will the OGs couples last? Or will people be shifting loyalties? Will Ace miss Shelly? I mean, is Nick going to dump Sierra for Jaden? Is her name Jaden? The girl with the pretty eyes, Jaden, yeah. Or, I don't know. This episode altogether, it was, I would give it a 1 out of 10. I would give it a 8. The girls made it a little interesting. The boys, I don't know. They was kind of even. They was kind of even. The girls were a little bit boring. I don't know why it was a little bit boring. I don't know. It was a little bit boring. I just got finished watching it too. So that's what I need to do from now on. Just watch it before and then come live and then talk about it. But because I missed it last night. So yeah, that's all. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Who is going to last? What do y'all think is going to go on tonight? Like, let me know who y'all favorite couples is. Leave it in the comments. Let me know cuz like I'm curious and I like to talk about, reality TV. Really nobody I know really like Love Island. Nobody I know really like looks at that Love Island USA. So I actually been wanting to review Love Island since the season 5 when they had the other Hannah and the other guy on there. But I mean, this will be. I started kind of late, but I'm really interested in seeing where things go. So like, comment, and subscribe. Outie.